Okay, we're going to start with our bridge blank, and I've cut out a template from the plans. They should print it full size to get you the actual size that you need. And we're going to use a little spray adhesive to just glue this to the blank. Now once it's glued on there, I'm just going to take a coping saw and carve out this shape. Then here's the shape cut out. We're going to sand down this edge and smooth that up, and you can do it by hand, or a Dremel tool with the sanding drum works really well to smooth this out. Either way could work. You could use some round and 80 grit paper and just do it by hand if you prefer. And now on the guitar itself, we've got a little bow to the top. If you recall, it's about the thickness of a penny, a little less than a 1/16 of an inch. So the flat bottom here has got to be sanded to match that. Now you can put a piece of sandpaper on top of the guitar and use that sort of as a sanding block. I'm just going to sand it on my own by hand, since it's such a slight curvature. I can get a good fit without doing that and risking scratching the finish here. But just make sure you've got that curve, and then when you put it on here, that both of these ends are touching the top. You shouldn't have any gap in between there at all. And then we're going to just go ahead and sand those little edges. And to do that, I'm just going to cut off part of the paper here so it doesn't get in the way of the sanding, and I'll be able to see better the shape that I'm going for. So I'm just going to score that paper there and take those ends off. Okay, then I'm going to just sort of scallop these ends down, leaving it about 2 or 3 millimeters thick there at the edge. And again, the Dremel tool works really well for this. And you can get an idea here of the shape that I'm going for. Do the same thing there on the other side. You can see that that is kind of the finished look that it's going to have. Now I've put some tape down on top of the guitar, just some regular green painter's tape. Piece here over where the center line will be, and then some underneath the bridge, so that we can mark the exact location we want the bridge to be in. Now I'm just going to draw in the center line. Which again is just sort of where the joint is between the two pieces on the soundboard. And then you're going to have to measure the scale length from the nut to where it meets the body here and where the bridge will be located. And I'm just going to measure this from both sides of the neck so I can get a nice line going across that center line. And double check this measurement and make sure you've got it as close to perfect as you can. Again, from the bottom of the nut where the fretboard ends, that should be your scale length. Now you can see here I'm going to place that, determine where it's going to meet there. I'm also going to put a little more tape here at the top. Now I kind of redrew the center line there on top of the bridge so I can line it up a little better. And then next we'll make a clamp for clamping this on and gluing it in place.